Hi, this is Soeun Kaylee Shim, and in this podcast, I would like to talk about future of education. One of my favorite quotes is that education is the great equalizer of the conditions of men. Once said by Horace Mann, a pioneer of American public schools in the 19th century. But the sad reality is that the inverse is also true. Students who receive a poor education or who drop out of school before graduating can end up on the wrong side of a lifelong gap in employment, earnings, and even life expectancy. As we all know, the pandemic for the past 3 years have revealed inequalities in all facets of life, including education. It has accelerated and propelled changes in education. But the positive news is that changes are already on the way. The future of education revolves around changes in what and how we teach. So let's talk about what education was like in the past. We have had this mindset of one size fits all system and great emphasis on university. But now we know that university diploma doesn't guarantee our lives. And this collective mindset of one size fits all will not work in the future of education. So then, what would our future education be like? First of all, how will teachers teach? Teachers are no longer content deliverers, but teachers will act as a facilitators. It's more like a coach in football field. Our job is to empower students so that they can excel in the field. How about schools? Physical buildings or institutions will no longer be necessary. I believe that Moreland University is a great example of this. Contents are modularized, individualized, and customized using credentials instead of diplomas. The curriculum will revolve around project-based learning. Did you know that according to Microsoft-led studies, attention span of humans has dropped from 12 seconds to 18 seconds? So the contents will more likely be bite-sized to meet the needs of students. Now then, how about students in the future? There will be more autonomy of learners, which revolves around self-paced and self-directed learning. Students will set goals with teachers, and it will be more like student-empowered learning, because that's when real learning happens. Also in the future, I believe that students will utilize more digital tools. For this activity, I watched lots and lots of TED videos, and one of the most impressive videos that I watched was by the education scientist named Sugata Maitra about the child-driven education. The title of the video was called The New Experiments in Self-Teaching. His ideas of collaboration, teaching to learn, and leveraging child interest was absolutely inspirational. As I end this podcast, I would like to sum up by saying that future of education depends on us educators. As educators, I believe that we owe a great debt to future generations. Furthermore, it requires participation and actions of all the parties involved, that is, educators, social initiatives, policymakers, and last but not least, citizens. Education is and always will be the great equalizer, the best vehicle of enabling people to live the kind of lives they want to live. Thank you for listening to my podcast.